Welcome to the Your Energy First podcast, where we help you explore and better understand your intuition and spiritual gifts so that you can apply them to your day-to-day for your most purposeful and abundant life. Welcome back to the podcast. Ooh. I am so excited for today's episode. When this came through, it totally surprised me. And every single episode is intuitive, and I'm holding energetic space for the collective who listens to this for the highest and best. And what was coming through, so what's happening in our world is there's been a greater energy of awakening. And as part of the awakening, there's many stages, and a lot happens during that time, including a lot of healing. And then when we are at this place of healing, which is really never ending, there comes this mode of creation energy. How do you create? How do you create your life? And part of what was coming through is how can you, on a day-to-day basis, create more fun for yourself around little talismans that mean something to you, that remind your energy, that amplify it, that support your energy. So I Googled, when my guides were talking to me about the talisman, I Googled the exact definition. And the definition of a talisman is an object that is believed to carry magic. And it used to be, before I understood the power of our inner light, before I understood the power of ourselves, I actually believed things like crystals held powers I didn't, or I needed to wear or carry something or use certain tools in order to be effective and efficient with my energy. So for example, I used to do house clearings where we used charcoal, we used tree sap, silver, water, salt, fire, shells, many other things to support the clearing. And when I was learning this, my understanding was these things are what was doing the clearing. And what I quickly began to realize is we are the power. The crystal is the power. The smoke and the fire and the flames is the power. And so we get to work together. It's kind of like when you make a meal, you don't just add one ingredient. You add a little bit of salt, you add a little bit of heat or cool, or you add a few extra ingredients, right? And everything itself is very beautiful in its own right. And what spirit, the activation of source energy, wants us to understand is any time we work with these things, we're working with it in the sense of further activating our own power, our own play, our own fun, as opposed to, the dowsing rods hold the power, or the tarot cards hold the power. These are beautiful tools that we get to interact with to create an even more incredible experience for ourselves. So when it comes to creating your own talisman, what they were explaining is they're saying you could take anything. This is the example they're giving me right now. You could take a carrot and put a carrot in your bag, and that carrot can symbolize something for you. Carrots are sweet, they're crunchy, they're fun. And carrots kind of remind me of a little bit of goofiness, right? Because I think about the rabbit from that old Looney Tunes character, Bugs Bunny, that used to nosh on carrots, right? I'm sure he still does. And when we think about this, what does the carrot symbolize for you? What does something that you wear symbolize for you? Could be an article of clothing. It could be a piece of jewelry. You may carry crystals around in your bra, in your pockets, in your bag. You may create something of your own and have it mean something for you. For me, when I look at anything that is of value to me, that is a physical item, the physical item is not the value, it's the value that I give it that means something to me. For example, my German grandparents came over here when they were 7 months pregnant with my mom, and they left everything behind because they had been in East Germany during and after World War II. And so when they had saved up enough money to buy a home, this was their home that they made their home for the next 4 decades plus, 40 plus years. And what was important to me, so at the time, when my grandmother chose to move out of there, I actually picked up a rock. And that rock is the rock that holds my bedroom door open. It's like a doorstop. It's a rock, but it has significance and meaning to me, and even more so than I would ever share with anyone, because it's sacred to me, and that's what really supports my energy. There's other items I will wear that may look to someone else like nothing, or they may not even notice it, but to me it has symbol. It symbolizes something. And as such, it now carries that vibration, a powerful vibration that is so loving and supportive for me and the things that I believe in and the mission that I'm here to live out. Missions. So as you yourself think about, okay, what magic do I want to endear into my day-to-day experience? Know that it's not about the thing, but it's about what meaning you give that thing for yourself. So it doesn't have to be something grandiose or expensive, or maybe it can be. But what matters is the power and the intention that you have with it. One other thing I will add is there can be things independent. They'll have an independent energy. So crystals actually have an independent energy. I remember hearing about this for the first time it was a decade and a half ago. And I was like, there is no way crystals have their own energy and their own personality. I was like, get the heck out of town. And then my friend Megan and I had gone to a number of shows in Tucson, which is one of the world's largest gem fairs, wholesale. And all of a sudden I was around all of these rocks and crystals and everything. And you literally can start to communicate with them. I mean, they don't communicate like humans do, right? But I could tell if a crystal or stone was absolutely beautiful but didn't want to come home with me, or if I was really drawn to one. So I'm not saying these things have, these great personalities that we need to be mindful of. It's more everything is energy, and crystals especially really do carry a beautiful resonance and a beautiful tone that will hold a vibration that exists within you that you desire to bring more out of. So if you're really drawn to rose quartz, and rose quartz is often known as the quartz of love, and you're like, well, I want to cultivate more love in my life, self-love, loving experiences, a loving partner, etc. You may bring more rose quartz into your experience, but it's not the rose quartz that's actually doing the work. You are co-creating with it. You're saying this energy is within me. The energy of love that I desire to experience is within me. And I'm going to have this beautiful supportive quartz hanging out right here next to me. I'm going to enjoy it by my bedside or wherever you feel called to put it. And it's going to help because it holds that tone, amplify the resonance of that energy from within me. So keep in mind, we don't want to be attached to things as having more power over us. We are the power, and then we co-create with these incredible energies. So have a lot of fun bringing things into your day that mean something to you. The guides are giving me this other example, and it's funny because it's like 90, we're having a heat wave in Seattle right now. So, but in the southern hemisphere, it's winter. So whenever you listen to this, make it make sense for you. But they're saying even wearing a purple scarf can have significance or meaning or symbolize something for you no one else has to know. And it's one of the most fun secrets that really helps build that inner momentum, that inner clarity and that inner trust we all crave with our intuition and our energy, because we're saying, I'm showing up for myself. This is my fun little secret with myself, my guides, my spirit team, the universe. And every time we remember that we have this thing around us or on us, or however it is you choose to show up with it, it's just that little gentle reminder that there's that energy that's existing to support you and give you that extra oomph. So, what is it that you can make into your own talisman? Put it around your home, put it by your bed, by the TV, wherever you want to have it, in the fridge, in your car, or on your personal body. And it is, of course, okay to share these things with people. I have often found that can at times create energy leaks when someone else is not fully in their own center or own light. So 2 things there. 1, you may be called to share with someone, and that may have that positive ripple effect, that positive influence. 2, you just may be feeling dang excited about your talisman, and you're like, well, I just want to share this with someone. And then you share it, and then sometimes you share something with someone, you feel just a little bit off afterwards, and it could be because they just weren't in the space to receive it, or maybe they impede their doubt or their own personal wounds onto that thing, right? If that happens, you just go back to your inner light and ask it to help you clear and shore up that energy. But have a lot of fun creating this for your energy and energy field. And I cannot wait to hear the impact that this has on you in the weeks, months, and years to come. Thank you for bringing all of you into this world. If you like topics like these and like to understand how to bring out and develop more of your intuition, the Intuitives Toolkit membership may be for you. And if you're already a member, share it with friends, because it's so much fun to have these conversations with people who are also doing their own inner light work. Until next time.